Where are you in your life and where do you want to be? Women often tell me that they lose their sense of priorities and identity in life, that they're so busy in life that sometimes their own needs and their own plans get lost. So if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. We're going to talk a lot tonight about why that happens, and most importantly, what to do to help reclaim your priorities, your plans, your road in life. So once again, this is usually a paid workshop, but if you are in this group, I am giving you free entrance to this workshop, and I am going to leave this in our group for a limited time. So if you do know of other people who might be interested in this, feel free to invite them to this workshop. So I want to say hello and welcome people who are coming in, because it's really important to me to build our community. So I see Eileen is here. I'm going to say hello to Eileen. I see we have a bunch of people who are joining in. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. I was just going to say good evening, but I'm going to say good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to everybody, depending on where you're at. I am so happy to have you join us again for another paid workshop that I'm giving you entrance to for free. And this is a really important topic that I hear a lot from mothers. And I see Brenda said good evening. So hello, Brenda. I love to say hello to everybody. And I hope people will put in the comments hello so we can say hello to you and build our community. If anybody would like to put in the comments where you're tuning in from, that would be great too. Eileen says, hi, Dr. Ellen. Hello to Eileen and hello to Brenda. And please put comments in so I could say hello to you too. So again, I am delighted to bring this information to you. Hello, Lisette. Lisette says she's been waiting for this, and hello to everybody. And again, I'm really delighted we're having this community where we're all sharing our issues, our problems, our topics, and that I can bring you solutions and answers. So this is really fabulous. I'm going to ask you to put this on your calendar and join us weekly so we can share this community and sense of togetherness. So for those of you who may be joining the first time, I'm Dr. Ellen Ettinger. I love to share strategies of empowerment and help people build success, cut stress, and create your best life. So if that sounds of interest to you, I am so glad you are here, and I know this topic is going to be helpful to so many people. So I want to start talking again about why do women feel so stretched and feel that they lose that sense of identity. They lose their roadmap of where they want to go. They lose their sense of where they want to go and what they want to do. And it's important to really take into consideration that in our lives as mothers, we really get into the habit and we filter our decisions and our excuse me, and our plans and our activities on the priorities of so many other people. So we're used to looking at the priorities of our kids, the priorities of our families, of our home, of our work, of the people around us. And eventually, over time, it becomes more difficult to see clearly your own road path. And we're really seeing the priorities and filtering of what other people need. And sometimes I hear from mothers, they tell me, I just forget what I need, or I just deprioritize it and I never get to it. I just lose a sense of what I want, of what I need, of my identity over time. Sometimes it's more a milder sense, and sometimes it's a more concentrated, intense sense of not knowing what it is you want and losing your own priorities. So I sometimes suggest, and I bring up what I call the 2-hour test. If you had 2 free hours to go and do whatever you wanted, what would you do? The only thing you have to do is you have to start it pretty soon. So I want you to think to yourself, 2 hours, what would you do? I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. 2 free hours, all for yourself. What would you do? What would you plan? So here are the common answers that I hear from mothers. I often hear, I would clean up my house. I would go shopping for things that I really need. I would call my kids' school or do something for my child. Or sometimes, kind of as a last offer, I sometimes hear mothers will say, I would just take a nap because I'm so tired. And what's the common thread here? Basically, most of the choices that I hear from mothers for the 2-hour test is they're doing things for other people. They're cleaning up the house, or they're doing things for their kids. They're at their kids' school or taking care of their kids' needs and priorities. The last kind of answer I get is sometimes they'll take a nap because they're so tired. But nobody is saying, I'll go to the spa for a massage, or I'll go to hear music, or I'll go for a hike, or whatever it is that really gets to your heart, that really makes you feel energy. 2 free hours, and mothers will often use it to take care of other people. And that's, again, the formula of why we very often lose our own track. We lose our own roadmap. An important part of this is women often feel isolated. They often feel they're alone, and that nobody else feels this way. They feel isolated. So the first thing I want you to know is, if you feel that way, you're not alone. It's really a common thread among mothers. And the good thing is that I'm going to give you some suggestions. We're going to talk about suggestions today. And as you know, weekly, I'm giving you topics of important issues that mothers are really talking about and feeling, and that they want to talk about, they want answers for. So again, make it a habit. Do come back regularly. And today, I'm going to start talking about some of the answers. But first, I want to get to kind of a mini workshop part of this today. So, and I often mention, bring a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil if you can to our session. But I can describe this to you briefly. I'm going to have you write something very brief on paper. So I'm going to have you write 3 things. 3 things. I am, 1 is happy, 2 is fulfilled, and 3 is peaceful. That's a common thread of what mothers want. Mothers want to be happy, they want to feel fulfilled, and they want to feel peaceful in life, not stressed. And next to your lines, so on the top, I'm going to have you write some things. And next to each topic, happy, fulfilled, and peaceful, I'm going to have you have 3 boxes. So the first box is going to be true. The middle box is going to be partly, and the last box is going to be not true. So I'm going to have you look at the sentence, I am happy in life. And would that for you be true? Would it be partly true? Or would it be not true for where you are in your life? I'm going to have you X off the box, or just jot down on your paper or in your mind for happy what you might pick. And the next one is fulfilled. So in your life, are you feeling fulfilled in your work, your home life, your relationships, your own existence? If you're fully fulfilled, I would check off true, partly, use the middle one, And if you're really not feeling fulfilled, I would check off the box on the left. And the last one is feeling peaceful. Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel in control in your life? If yes, I would check off the first box, true. And in this case, the first box, and I'm going to show you on the bottom, the first box is true. The second box is sometimes, and the last box is stressed. So, are you feeling peaceful? Yes, is that true? Are you feeling peaceful sometimes, or are you really feeling stressed? And I want you to take a look at this and feel and take a look. Are you on the road to where you want to be, or have you veered off course? Are you feeling not totally happy, not totally fulfilled? Are you feeling stressed? And what can you do about it? How can you improve your situation? So, the first thing I'm going to make a suggestion is, and I know a lot of mothers in this situation, I mentioned this, a lot of moms feel isolated. They feel like, because people don't talk about it, they feel, I'm isolated, I'm alone, nobody understands how I feel, and most importantly, nobody knows what to tell me to do. So first, you're not alone. Because people are checking off lots of boxes here that lives are not perfect. They're not in order. They're not falling into place the way they'd like. That's the way it is for most moms. I hear that a lot of stress exists. So, if you feel isolated, first of all, know that you're not alone because you have a caring group here. You have a community of like-minded moms who know what it feels like to be in these situations and who are joining here to get the solutions to move from one spot to the better spot. And so I again encourage you to come into the group during the week, make some posts, like somebody else's posts, so you can be part of the community and you can feel part of the community and build your community as well. But most importantly, know that I am here to answer the challenges and the problems. If you have any issues that I haven't addressed, any topics you'd like me to speak on, feel free to DM me, let me know. Feel free to schedule a phone call with me, and I'd be happy to discuss with you how I can help you, give you some solutions on our phone call, or some more long-term solutions over time to help you directly. I see Martha just put in, thank you for this, Ellen. Martha, it is my joy and delight. Nothing makes me happier than being here together with all of you and sharing these solutions to life to make us all stronger, to make us all more empowered as a group and as individuals within the group. So I really wish for each of you strength and joy and empowerment so that you can really reach and become your best in life and jump over the challenges and get back in the driver's seat in your life, not live in default. I don't like to hear and see when moms are living in the default road and taking whatever comes. I want more for you. I want to help you build your best life. So again, know that you're not alone. Know that you have a community of like-minded mothers and an expert here who will lead you in discussions, in conversations, and most of all, solutions. I would urge you also, if you have a mother's group available locally to you, that may be an option as well. Some people have contacted me and they're starting mother's groups in their areas. And I think that's great. I'm happy to give suggestions. And in fact, I'm just thinking this out now, but if you are in a mother's group or a parenting group or a school parents group, and if you'd like me to come into your group and Zoom, I'll say that for the first 3 or 4 people in our group who contact me through DM, I'll ask you to do it through DM. I will agree, and I just thought of this, so I'm going to keep my word. I will agree to come to Zoom to your parents or mothers or school group and give some ideas and some solutions to these important topics for parents. So there you go. We do have a lot of solutions. And again, if you're looking to find your way back on your road, remember to prioritize yourself. Don't just filter for everybody else. When you're setting up your plans, open that filter and remember that you are an important person in the plans, in the activities, in the finances. So often I hear from moms things like, I signed my child up for a sports group, but I didn't renew my gym membership, or I didn't sign myself up for a sports class. Again, we prioritize others. We need to remember to prioritize ourselves, not to feel guilty to do that, but to feel empowered to do that, to feel it's necessary, that we deserve it, we need it. It's not extra or extraneous. No guilt. We need our strength. We need our power. We need our energy so that we can be strong for everybody. Again, it's like the oxygen mask coming down in the plane. We need to take care of ourselves so that we are strong and empowered for those around us. And we need to keep sight of our pathway and our roadmap to where we want to go in life. Whether it's our relationships with our partners, whether it's the best job we want in life, whether it's our involvement in our community. Whatever it is that's on your mind, keep it on your mind and keep it on your priority list. So again, I really am so delighted to see all of the moms who come here. I do encourage everybody to come here live. You get the best energy that way. I'm going to mention, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I am monitoring the chat, and I will stay here and answer any questions if I see any. If you're joining us on replay, of course, I'm always happy to see you on replay as well. And I remind everybody to pop into our group during the week. Make sure you read the posts and strategies that I put in. Make sure you vote in the polls that I have there so your voice is heard. If you have any topics that you'd like me to speak about, DM me. Let me know how I can continue to help you with the challenges that you're experiencing. I am thinking of doing a workshop on how to optimize your self-productivity, how to get more done. And I'm wondering if there's an interest in that. So let me know in the chat if you're interested in a workshop on personal productivity and how to increase your efficiency. And again, if you have any other topics, any other challenges, I'm always happy to speak to you by phone, Zoom with an appointment, or if you have questions to put in comments either here or in our group. I am always delighted and pleased to know that we make a difference together. So I'm going to thank you all for joining me tonight. It's always a joy to be with you. I have a really exciting workshop for next week that I was just planning before I got here tonight. I'll be announcing it during the week in the group. So make sure you pop in during the week. And I will look forward to seeing you here next week, same time and same place. Let's get together again soon.